Hi and welcome to Down the Shed. So the computer is actually running YouTube at the moment. So we're watching Andy's airgun reviews, AAR on air. That's what you can hear in the background. Back to the Lidl's Parkside 10 watt cordless LED Worklight. Now I've been getting a few comments, not a lot, but a few comments about these being a bit dull. Now I can't remember what my last video had, but basically I went to use this and nothing happened. So of course, I pulled the rubber cap off because it literally came off anyway. So we'll plug in a cable like so, and we'll plug it into this working power bank that's currently powering the light here and clock. And as you'll see,
this would include greasing the enclosed O-rings.
The light is not functioning. So it's the cable I hear you cry.
That will give them harder wearing protection. Finally,
so that times out. That's the second time it's done it. That times out. So we'll plug in a different cable. And I haven't got an Android phone to test it on. However, I might have somewhere.
Wipe down using a lightly dampened cloth to remove any excess dirt and then dry off. With wooden and laminate stock, a best practice.
So different cable. Still no charge light. Still no function. So the last time this happened, I took this apart. So I'm going to take it off this bit anyway.
Opens your eyes to just how little care some people give their guns. Just how easy it is to get it right, and just how easy it is.
Makes it easier to work on and easier for camera work. There we go. So I'll put the one washer, 2 nuts and 2 bolts. So we already lost the washer. Never mind. So we'll just quickly take the screws out of this. I should have loosened these earlier. They are Phillips heads, but this flat blade works perfectly fine.
And a big thank you, as always, to Vector Air for the cleaning kit and the help in making this video. Well, that's it from me. I'm off to clean my guns. Stay safe and shoot safe. And I'll see you next week.
Where's the oh, I wonder if I was doing that. Now last time what I was going to do, or was thinking of doing, why am I not in? I can't remember how I got into it last time. There we go. So if I remember last time, what did I do? What did I do? Let's plug it into the power bank. I can see why these Android connectors went out flipping style really quickly. And I think last time what I did was probe it. So I think I went on to 20 volts test and we were testing if power was getting in there. Can't remember where I probed. So that's on the board. That must be power going out on the right. Yeah, so that's the power going out. So that must be, what's the grey and the red one go to? Let's take this board out. So we're just going to take this main board here out. So that's the main light with 3 resistors and the power coming in. So we'll check that one first. So no light still. So we should have nothing here. Actually, let's test it down there. Nope, we have nothing. So let's have a... so the grey and the red is the battery going to the board, or board going to the battery. So that's back to front, but it doesn't matter. It will just reverse on the meter. So I'm getting 1.11 volts. So that battery actually has power in it. But the funny thing is, my power bank's just shut down. And I think I have something clicked then. I'm getting 1.56. So we've actually initiated something. As you can see, that's climbing. When I've got, let's see if I can keep that in shot. There we go. So as you can see, I've plugged it into charge. We're on 1.74 now, 7.3. So that seemed like it was actually getting charge. It's minus because they're in backwards. So what's going on behind? Right, that's gone out okay. Right, so we've still got no charging light. So let's probe this side, which we can do from this end. Right, there we go. So I've just probed the red and the black going onto the board, and we've got a charging light. My plan last time was just to convert it straight to USB. I wasn't sure whether to connect to the battery first, the USB lead, and see if it will charge the battery as well as run this. But that hasn't got enough power to shut on and off, but that is definitely got a light on now. So this is a bit of a conundrum, because this is going to charge up and then it's going to discharge and it won't charge again. We'll get nothing out of it. I wonder actually, I could just use that board, GH-TH041-LED B1.0. We've got R910 resistors ×3 on an aluminium, what looks like an aluminium board with 9 LEDs. See if we can do a continuity on them, get any to work. Try it the other way round. There we go. They're wired into series, and it can't be much more than 5 volts because there's an 18650 or similar in the base here. Let's pull that out. Just tacking the glue like that. So yeah, that's basically an 18650. Rechargeable lithium ion cell, 3.7 volt, date 2020-09-15. So it's 2 years old. Well, it's actually, it's only just over a year old, isn't it? A year and a third, year and a quarter. We can always hot snot that later. Let's see if we've got any power. Right, the light's out again. Oh, that's because that's off. But the light's still out. Ah, red light's come on. Right, so what we need to do is keep this charging. I'll throw it all back together for a minute. Let's try putting that in the right way. There we go, there's the old. And we'll see what happens in the next part of this video. So I'm going to end this here. I don't know how long, it'll probably be tomorrow. I'm just going to leave this on charge. In fact, I might plug it into the laptop so it's got a, because I'm not sure whether these have got enough in it to keep that thing awake. Still on. We're not getting any light out of it yet. So that battery could be fluffed, so we could just solder a new battery in. I think the next course of action would be to put a new 18650 that I've got in the house. I use them in these little torches. I'll tell you where I get these from. You go into Poundland, but you get a power bank sort of this size and shape, and lift the top open and retrieve your 18650 battery for £1. So that'll be the next course, to try a different battery in here. That's still on, so we're going to plug that in over here. So we've got a decent constant 5 volt, the computer is plugged in. We've got a decent constant 5 volt battery source over here. There we go. I'm not, yeah, I might just put the screws and that back in just to keep it all in one place. I'm not going to put it back in its holder yet. So I'll keep you all updated. We'll see. It's a bit easier to put that together, as always. But yeah, I think I could have a Duff battery cell, and if that's the case, then we'll solder another one back in and see what happens. So yeah, this is charging. There we go, we've got light now. So this is taking charge. We've definitely got some light. So the next stage really is just to charge it to max, wait for the green light to come on, run it till the orange light comes on before the red, because that's really draining the battery. When the orange one's been on for a little while, we'll whack it back on charge and see if it actually takes the charge, and that'll be the next step really. I mean, that goes a lot brighter than that, so obviously it's not been charged. You've seen how long I've had it working. So I say so a lot. If that's what we're going to have to do every time to make it work, then we're definitely going to have to, let's do that quick. M-Tech brakes. I got this from a sports racing car show at the NEC in Birmingham a few years ago. But there's your 18650, and in this case, in this one, some of them are soldered in, but M-Tech brakes bought posher ones. You just take the battery out. There's your 18650 for, basically, these things get made for about £1. Right, so we'll just make sure this other cable just showed it was working. And there we go. This is now plugged in on the black cable to the power bank, and it still works. This would have made a good little light to stick on the ceiling as a downlighter, to save using things like this, which is pretty cool, that thing. But bloody Audi stuff, yeah, that battery rattles now. Yeah, Audi stuff, I mean, what can you do? Take care, have a good one, I'll see you in the next video. Job done. GTA man. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ding ding the bell, see you in the next one. Hi, so just a quick update on the Worklight. It's been a week or two since I made the first part of this video, and as you can see, it's working perfectly. It's fully charged. I've probably charged and discharged this about 5 times now, so for whatever reason it is now working properly. I have created myself a little system I can just hang this from in the ceiling. As you can see, I've now just hung the light from the roof, and it is working adequately. And I can find the button. So as you can see, it creates a super amount of downlighting for the desk, and since I probed it and it clicked resetting something, it's actually been working magnificently. So it possibly was the MOSFET, as one of my subscribers suggested changing the MOSFET for a more powerful one. If it goes wrong again, then we'll look into that, but for now, as far as I'm concerned, it's charging, it's playing, it's charging, it's playing. So yeah, who knows, but I think that was the third time I've had to strip it open to get it working, but it seems to be working properly this time. So happy days. Please like the video. Your likes will help me get more views and more subscribers. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more videos. Could be guns, could be electronic playground, could be GTA, might even be Warzone. I've got Call of Duty Warzone on there now. It's a free sort of skirmish sort of thing, which looks a giggle. So yeah, keep tuned and I'll see you soon.